Hi, everyone. It's Rachel with Rachel Super Cute Creations. I hope everybody's having a great evening. I'm just going to put a couple things in the feed and then we'll get started. We're going to use scraps up tonight. I apologize. I'm a little later than I normally am. Life was a little crazy today. So I'm just getting on. So hopefully there's still a few people up. And if not, you guys can catch it on the replay. So if you come on in, please say hello on the right-hand side. We're going to play with some fabric scraps. I'm going to kind of talk, or fabric scraps, excuse me, paper scraps. Oh my goodness. And then just wanted to make a couple little like gift ideas. And I know everybody kind of does the hot cocoa packs and all that fun stuff. But I have a Secret Santa gift that I have to take tomorrow. And so I thought, well, what can I do? And let's see if these, I've had these pockets for a while. And I like to use them to put little notebooks in, but I thought, well, let's give them a try. So just 1 second here and we'll get started. Please say hello in the comments so I know who's in here. And I hope you all don't mind. Hi, Barry. Is it Beery or Barry? Sorry. I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize. I'm looking at the screen. Is the music too loud, you guys? All right. Let's get this last little message out here. All right. Okay. Hi, Austin. How are you? All right. So I'm not sure when I did these. It might have been a year ago or so. But I had a bunch of scrap paper. And I think I showed you guys when I was doing some December dailies last year that I wanted to, I thought one of these had a journal in them. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Nope, this one does. So I like to make these little pockets with these little mini journals. And those are just a fun little tuck in and have something cute in your pocket. But I thought, well, let's see if these little hot cocoa packets fit in them. And I think they will. Oh, they do. Perfect. So I use this cute paper. Let me get a ruler so I can tell you the size. So they are 8 inches long by 5 inches. So they're 5 inches by 8 inches long. And all I did, I don't know if I have any that I didn't glue together. Yeah, these right here. See, okay. So what I did is I just cut an 8-inch strip of paper, craft paper, and 5 inches wide, okay? And then the inside paper is 4 inches long by 8 inches. So it's just 1 inch difference. And then what I did is I just went ahead and I glued these down with all these Christmas scraps that I had left last year for my December daily. And then, so you can see it's all these cute little papers. Okay. So I was leaving them because I was also thinking about making some journals with them. And we might do that tonight. We might make some little junk journals with them. They're kind of square, but I kind of like the size of them anyway. And then what I did is I just ran them through my sewing machine on 3 sides. I didn't do that on camera because it's just loud, but I made a bunch of pockets. So let's see, which one do I want to use? I really like this little car, this little VW car. So we're going to start with this one. I get these little plastic spoons, these little mini plastic spoons from the Dollar Tree. And I think they're really cute. Now, you could also, if you wanted to, just glue this bottom edge and have another pocket in front. But this scrapbook paper was from Hobby Lobby, and um, it was not cardstock weight. Sorry, it was copy weight paper. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this in and kind of spread, if I can, spread out my little spoon in there. And I'm a huge paper straw fan. I know people don't necessarily love paper straws. I have one of these left, so I'm going to just put this one in there. Let's see, how do I want to do that? And then you could easily, sorry guys, I haven't actually tried one of these yet, so I'm doing it on camera with you. And you could also tie this on the front, which I might do too. I haven't decided. Okay, so you want to kind of get your hot cocoa flat. These pockets are not extremely forgiving, especially when you put this straw in there. And you could also tie the straw on the outside as well if you wanted to. And then I thought it would be cute. I don't have any, but I thought it would be cute if you put a little candy cane on the outside. Okay, you're working on journals, but right now you're trying to relax. I know. I think you said you were looking for some YouTube to watch tonight to give you a little break from your children, right, Austin? So I just think these are really cute. Buffalo plaid is really in right now. So I'll take this little buffalo plaid and slide. Oh my goodness, my fingers aren't working, you guys. And so we're just going to slide these in, just as simple as that. You could add a little chocolate. This would also be cute. You could, I don't think it would fit one of those little cake mixes, but I've seen some people using those little mugs in a cup kits. So I will probably stop on my way in tomorrow. They've been crazy today. That's funny. I'll probably stop on my way to work tomorrow and pick up a package of candy canes to slip in there too. So my little secret Santas will get their recipients could have a little candy cane. But these are really easy. If you have kids and you want to do a cute little project, I also like to do these on Christmas Eve night. And I always have them on the table for people to take home as a little favor. So they can have a little bit of hot cocoa before Santa comes. I love that idea too. Really can't quite decide about this straw. Might have to get some ribbon. I think I'm going to look for some ribbon and see what we can do. See if we can just see what I have in here. Kind of have my Christmas box. You could also add some cute little jingle bells to it. So let's go to this one. Let me see what this looks like if I tie this on instead of, the only thing I worry about is it falling out. But anyway, like I said, I like to just have these on Christmas Eve, and I like to give them for people to take home, and that way they can have a little cup of hot cocoa before Santa comes and read their book or watch their favorite Christmas movie or whatever. You know, I just think that's cute. Yeah, I'm really not loving it there. I think it's better in there. So you could add some ribbon really quick. Hi, Emma. How are you? Storing what, Austin? These little pockets, or is that what you're thinking? All right. Just wanted to tighten that bow up a little bit. I wasn't really happy with that. So there we go. So we have this little bow. You could add other embellishments if you wanted to, if you had stickers, or you know, if I really wanted to, I could add this. Oh, fingers are not working. You know, I could add this little felt piece to it. I could add this to the corner, and we could really embellish it up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Barbara, that your husband's in the hospital. Well, maybe you can just sit down and rest a little bit and watch me. I also have these cute little mittens, which these could be really cute on here. So we could just embellish it with a cute pair of mittens. And wouldn't that be adorable? This would also be a great little gift to sneak in with your with a pair of mittens that you're giving someone. Or if you're giving them a coffee cup, this would be cute to put in there as well. So those are just some ideas that I thought I would do, and I need these for tomorrow. So that's why I'm stuffing them. And as soon as I get these other packages of hot cocoa off my desk, we're going to take and we're going to make a little square journal out of the other ones that I folded in half. So you guys, I don't know if anybody on here has kind of been following YouTube and all the new changes. I've had quite a few of you ask me if I'm going to shut down my YouTube channel. And my answer to that is I'm not sure yet. Like many of the other ladies out here and men who have craft channels, it's really disheartening that because some people can't follow directions or they don't do things the right way, that everybody suffers. But you know, reach out and check that out. There is some petitions out there for them to change it. So if anybody has any more information that's on here, though, I would love more information. I will be making my decision just before Christmas as to what I'm going to do, if I'm going to shut down my YouTube channel or not. So I don't know. I'm very upset about it. I'm very just a lot of you enjoy this, and I know for myself, I enjoy following different people on YouTube as well, and I'm just disheartened that that we're not going to be able to do that anymore. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I definitely can't. I mean, I do this for free. I don't make a dime, not one penny off of YouTube. I don't make any money off of YouTube. And for them to fine me $40,000 if they deem something to be not labeled correctly, yeah, I can't do it. I'm not going to put my family at risk. So I'm kind of like many of you out there waiting to see what's going to happen. And I'll make that decision as to how I'm going to handle that. Okay. So hopefully you're all aware of those new changes and you get out there and you, there are some, yeah, Austin, it is for monetized channels, but there has been some conversation that if your channel has commercials, which mine does, I don't make money off of my channel or off of the commercials because I'm not quite that big yet. But if any of the channels that have commercials that run because they have enough subscribers, which I do, they can be subject to the fines as well. And really bummed about that. Okay, so I painted these little ornaments. You can get these at Michael's, and they're just the balsa wood ornaments. They had them last week for 50% off, so they're regularly $2. So I paid $1 for them. And so I thought I would add these to the front of my little cocoa packets so that my recipient would also get a little ornament. What do you think? So I'm going to do that. I'm debating on whether I think I'm going to put a little hole in here. let's see what happens. Like I said, I really didn't have a plan, you guys, so I apologize ahead of time. I'm going to put a little hole in here. And let's see here. Trying to figure out how to hook it without. There we go. So what do you think? Okay. So the government said it would depend on the company's ability to pay the fine. Yeah, I don't trust them. I don't know. I'm very concerned. I'm hoping that, some of these things will go away. I think if enough people complain, they're going to have to do something. Like I said, I'll make a decision. I'm just kind of waiting to see how the cards fall. There's a lot of people that are way bigger than I am in the YouTube crafting world, that are fighting this, and so I'm hoping we'll be lucky. Okay. So I think these are really cute with these little hot cocos on the front. And, just a very cheap gift. I was able to get and you could probably get them cheaper. I have a dollar store by me, so I paid $1.29 for 6 packages of those. So what is that? Like, I don't know. I can't do my math. It's a little over 20 cents a piece. So let me see here. Okay. So they're 22 cents a piece for the hot cocoa. The little straws that I got there were 10 of them for 79 cents. So let's say 8 cents. So we're now at 29 cents. Then I got these little plastic spoons, and for $1, I got 24 of them. So they're about 4 cents a piece. So what did I say here? So we're at 8.30. So let's say with the paper and everything, we have less than 50 cents in this. And then you add this little, even if I put the little candy cane in there, you still have less than 50 cents in this with paper and everything. And then you add this dollar ornament. So you have these cute little dollar ornaments. It would make amazing stocking stuffers. And just really cute. So we'll go ahead and finish these last ones up. Look at this red one. Isn't that adorable? So they have little tags on them because I did a craft fair this weekend. And, oh, we're going to put a different string on that. I'm not liking that string. I'm going to put this candy cane string on it. Did a craft fair on Saturday and didn't do as well as I'd like, but I didn't do horrible. I would have liked to come home with a few less items, but that's okay. I'm blessed with what I was able to sell, and all of my customers that were there were very happy. I am going to try this week to get my Etsy shop filled up with some more items, and I will be having a Black Friday sale. So I'll put my Etsy shop in there, but I will be having a Black Friday sale. And I'll probably run it. I don't know. I might run it through the weekend. I'll for sure run it through Saturday, and I might run it through Sunday as well. We'll see. There we go. Are any of you Black Friday shoppers? Oh no, you lost the chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think these are really cute, and they, like I said, and then to paint them, I know a lot of you say, well, I'm not a painter. These are really easy to paint. All I did is use white paint up here. I did red over the whole candy cane. I was originally going to do the stripes, and I was like, not interested in that much work. You could. Then I painted these with a base coat of either red or navy, one or the other. And then all I did was take a little bit of silver on my brush and I dry brush the silver over it, and that's where you get this little bit of shine. And that's it. Now you could seal them if you wanted to. They are wood ornaments. I didn't seal them because I kind of like the matte finish. I really didn't want them to be shiny. If you want yours to be shiny, go ahead and cover them. And they would be really pretty that way too. It's this year's theme of Christmas seems to be very farm style, which is more of the matte finish look. So I kind of kept it that way. And then I did take, I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see on my camera. I don't know if you can. I did use some glitter glue on top. Oh, I think I caught it a little bit. It's hard to see. But anyway, I did put some glitter glue on top just to give it a little bit of sparkle. So, I mean, these are really cute, really simple. If you have coworkers at work that you'd like to, you know, give something to, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this would be a great one. I really want to use this. I wanted to use this to start with, but man, this black and white buffalo plaid, I really think this is going to be beautiful on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Oh, you're welcome, Austin. I'm glad that I'm able to help you relax a little bit. My husband and I we went to an auction today. So you guys know I love my vintage stuff, and so we went, but he is a coin collector. He likes to collect coins, and so there was a jewelry and coin, and I'm not liking this either. A couple of these, the hanger, it got really fuzzy on them. And so anyway, he wanted to go, and I wasn't going to go, and then I decided to go. But anyway, to make a long story short, I'm a sucker for vintage stuff. And I don't know about anybody, but I have to show you guys. I did not get these today, but I have scored over 100 pairs of vintage clip earrings, you guys. Oh my God. So I originally was going to use them for crafting because I was like, oh, these are so pretty, and we could add these to the front of our journals, and you still could. But then I started to look at these, and they are, oh my gosh, this woman had a humongous collection. She was definitely did a lot of was dressed very, very nicely. There's stuff from the 30s, the 50s, whatever. And I just don't know what to do with them. I'm really debating. I was going to put them in my Etsy shop, and then I thought about doing a live, and I thought, well, maybe, people would be interested if I did a Facebook Live to sell them. Like, I'm just torn as to what to do with them. And they're gorgeous. Like, they will make some amazing journal, to put on your journal covers, to make magnets out of, to make brooches. I even recently saw someone who took a clipboard, and where the metal pieces on the clipboard, they decorated it up with old vintage jewelry. I mean, there's really some amazing things that could be done with these. So if anybody has any ideas of how I can market and sell these, okay, so here we go. Let me show you what we ended up with, and then we'll move on to the journals. So here's what we ended up with. I think they're absolutely adorable. I certainly would love to get one of these on my desk at work, or in my stocking. So those are going to get put away. Anyone interested in seeing all those earrings that I just scored at an estate sale recently? You guys are all quiet today. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Okay, let me set these to the side. Well, let me know if you're interested in seeing those at some point. Let me know, and I'd be happy to show you. Or if anybody knows anyone else that has a love for vintage jewelry like I do, and you need a Christmas gift for that person, send me a message because no way can I keep that many. All right, so I'm thinking these would be really cute little journals. So they are 4 inches by 5 inches. So they look kind of, they're kind of square, but not exactly square. If you remember, last week we used our notebook paper. So I do have one of these on my desk still. So I'm thinking I want some notebook paper. Okay. Just taking it out of the, whoops. All right. So we just went ahead and removed those. And I'm just pulling the threads out. Okay. I'm taking 8 sheets, which will be 16 sheets of lined paper, because I'm going to add some other papers to it. Just checking the thickness because it cannot be too thick. My friend Erica sent this to me last year at Christmas, and it has all kinds of little goodies in it. So I thought we could pull some things out of here. All right. One of my favorite Christmas wrappings from last year, which I think we should add. So I apologize, you got a little bit of my singing, but this is one of my favorite songs. I also have some paper. This is some vintage stationery. That I thought would be fun to maybe cut the top off. Guys, is everybody still with me? It's gotten really quiet all of a sudden. And I just want to make sure you can still hear me, that we're not buffering or anything like that. And I'm going to cut these at a little shy of 5 inches. Thank you, Barbara. I'm glad you can hear me. At least I know you guys can hear me. And that's going to fit pretty darn close in there. I'm going to have to trim a little bit off, but look at perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim about a 1/2 inch off this little stack of Christmas paper. Well, about 1/4 inch, which will make a 1/2 inch off of both. Sorry. And that fits pretty good. I may have to do another small trim. Yeah, he's just a little bit more off, not much. Oh, and that made a nice mess all over. It was like confetti, paper confetti. There we go. I'm going to take my lined paper and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to trim it a little shy of 5 inches. And a little shy of 4 inches. There we go. I still want to take just a smidge off, just like we did on the last one. Oh, you've been making Christmas trees, huh? 3D Christmas trees, and I have to fold 450 little pieces. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait to see what those look like, Barbara. Those sound very intriguing. Not sure that I want to fold over 400 pieces, but they sound like they're going to be amazing. While I was at this craft show, there was a lady in there that had a lot of vintage. She made vintage paper ornaments, and those were very pretty. Okay. I'm just checking it. Okay, so that looks like a fairly decent thickness. So now what we're going to do, and I am going to round these corners, so I'm not worried about this because I'm going to round it. But I do want to come in and I want to put these papers kind of periodically throughout. I love this little stocking one, so I'm going to put him on the middle because I want to see the whole stocking when you open it up. So he's going to be our center page. And I'm not sure why I gave a gender to the paper, but I guess I decided I needed to. All right. And look at these cute little reindeers. So cute. Okay. All right. So I have them all stacked in here. You folded 250 already? Oh my goodness. You're amazing. All right. So I'm going to get my other paper cutter because I want to trim these pages so they're even. Just because I know it's going to bother me. So I am going to just there we go. Whoops. And then I start dropping things off of my desk and bumping the camera. Sorry, guys. Okay. Have to take those little strips of paper out for the birds so they can put them in their nests. All right. So now I'm going to get my corner rounder. And I'm going to use the 1/2 inch side. Whoops. Didn't work out very well. Well, maybe I shouldn't do so many at a time. I guess I got a little ambitious. Okay. Oh, and more things falling. Oh my goodness. It's definitely time for me to clean this craft room up, you guys. Okay, so I rounded those corners. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the same thing with the cover. Now, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I like my pages to kind of match my journal. So then the next thing is just make sure your pages are lined up. And I'm going to go ahead and clip my journal. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Welcome. I'm grabbing my wax thread. And I'm going 2 1/4. I know some of our ladies go 2 1/2. I do 2 1/4 lengths of the book spine. And that's just me. But you know, do whatever you're comfortable with, however you normally do it. And I'm just going to do a standard stitch. Maybe if I can find my little piercing tool. That's so strange. I thought I just saw it on my desk and I don't see it now. Well, oh, here it is. Okay. So I just kind of go in the middle and I eyeball it. When I do my regular journals, I do a template, but when I'm doing these little ones, I don't worry about it. I just eyeball it. Okay. Come up through the middle. Those big paper clips, I have some of those too. And I use those a lot when I'm binding my large journals. So for those of you who don't know, I'll show you what Barbara's talking about. These big paper clips work great when you're binding large journals, and you can put them over. I mean, you could use them on these. I use them on my large journals. So I accidentally somehow ended up going through my wax thread of my other one. So I'm just unwinding it here. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and just tie it. I'm just tying my knot. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll cut these just a smidge shorter. There we go. All right. Put my tools away. So here it is. I'll show you the little journal, and then we're going to do a little bit of embellishing in it. So I left lots of lined paper because when I gift this, it's probably going to be gifted to someone who's not necessarily a junk journaler. So I wanted to give them enough to write, to be able to take notes and things on it. But we can put little pockets. I don't want to make it too thick because if I make it too thick, it's going to kind of stay open. Okay. And it's going to have an alligator mouth. All right. So I have these cute little tags and things. And so these would be fun to write on the back of. I don't know. I got these last year, I think, at a dollar store or something like that. So I'm going to I have some of this ribbon. So we'll go ahead and add this in here. This cute little snow globe tag. Okay. And she also had all these cute little cards. So I thought I might be able to use some of these as pockets. And I really want to use this paper here with my little Scotty dogs on it. I have 2 little black schnauzers, as most of you know. But, oh, and I forgot, she printed me these cute little cards too to stick in. So yes, we're going to look through. It's been a year since I've looked at this stuff she sent me. All right, so let's see what we have going on here. Oh, that's cute. It's too big for this, but it's cute. All right. Oh, she made this adorable little tree. Look at, we might add that in there too. All right. It's kind of fun to make these little embellishment pockets for your junk journal friends if you like to junk journal, and it's kind of nice to just send something cute to somebody. Goodness. And I forgot this stuff. Oh, I forgot these ice coupons. I need to pull these out. I forgot she sent those to me. And this cute little card. These are one of those little red regular bridge scoring cards. And look, it has hummingbirds on them. They're embossed. It doesn't go with this, but I definitely need to use that. Oh, and she did some of my little circle tags. So I have a video on making these too. And she sent me some of those. Those are so cute. I love them. Okay. All right. So I think I've pulled out the things that I'm interested in from here. So I'm going to set this to the side. And let's see here. I think I'll put this on one of the plain pages. So I think this would look pretty on here. And then it can be a little place to tuck items behind it. So I'm going to grab, just because this Fabri-Tac dries quickly, I'm going to use that. And I'm going to go just along the bottom. And then I'm going to just, what do you call it? The trunk, the tree trunk. I was going to say the stem, and I knew that wasn't correct. There, and we're going to just add this little tree. It'll be a cute little tuck spot. I have to show you this up close. She sewed this. These are just little scraps, and she sewed that. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I sometimes worry that, I bore people and you guys get real quiet, and I'm like, oh, I must be boring them to death. Okay, so this says, like us, no two snowflakes are alike. And so that cute little journaling card I'm going to put right in here. And you know what? I am going to round the corners just because I rounded them. I think that would be cute. Sometimes I just round these two corners to give it a little bit of a different look. And this looks like it was a piece of scrapbook paper that had the cut aparts, and she cut them apart for me. And she's not on tonight. Normally she's on with me, but I might be a little too late for her. So I'm going to stick that in there. I think that's really cute. And then I want to do something on the back of here. These plain pages. So let's do something different here. You know what? I said I wanted to use this. So let's do a little flip out with this. Okay. I'm not sure how this is going to work, so bear with me, please. Okay. So I want one of these little dogs on, actually. All right, I'm thinking. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I get a little quiet because I'm thinking. All right. So what I'm thinking is gluing this down and having a flip out. So what I'm trying to figure out, though, is I need to corner around these edges so they'll fit properly, which is not something you usually do on a hinge, but that's okay. We're going to go outside of the box today. And it kind of looks like a Project Life card for those of you that have Project Life cards, but I'm okay with that. I kind of like it. I love to use wrapping paper in my Christmas journals. I think it gives it just a cool texture. And so we now have this little flip out. And it doesn't add a lot of bulk. That's what's nice about it. So I'm going to come back and burnish this again. And I'm going to use this as a pocket. So once again, I'm just doing the bottom of this snow globe. Whoops. And we'll put jingle in there and stocking. And these can be journaled on the back. And then for here, I think I'm just going to see what I have as far as words or something like that, because I don't want to keep bulking this up too much. See if I have a sticker or something that could go in there. So I have a really messy box of, oh, I have some words. We could do some words from, these words are from Calico Collage. And let's cut out this word believe. I think that would be fun. We'll just put a little bit of fabric behind it and we'll call it good. So I can just put that in the corner. I'm going to take a piece of my muslin, and I'm just going to rip a little strip of it. Ooh, I lost my little word here. And then I'm just going to put the word believe over top of it. That gives it a little bit of texture behind it. My gosh, everybody is so quiet. All right. Okay. So we have our word believe. So here's our little journal. Just debating on if I want to put this. All right. So all these little pockets that I made, let's see if these, I don't think these, nope, they won't fit because they're too big, too wide. That's okay. I do want to put something on the front though. I feel like it needs something else on this front cover. So I'm looking in my bin. Let's see what I have here. Apologize for the noise. Let's see here. Here's some Tim Holtz pieces. So these might be fun to play with. Oh, I kind of like this one, this Christmas snow one. But it's very busy on the back, so I don't want to put too much. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so I'm going to look in here some more for some more Tim Holtz stuff. I need a little pop of something red. To come out of there. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I have to fiddle around with some things to figure out what it is I like. It's probably boring for you guys to watch. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like the round? Or do you like the 25? Which one do you like better? Hi, Amanda. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. Did you get all of your boxes, I hope? You like both, Barbara? I know, I do too. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this because it's not as busy. I don't know. I don't love it though. Let me see what else I can dig out. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, maybe I could do, let's see what this looks like. I think these might have come from my friend Loretta. I can't remember. I think they came from Loretta though. So I could do something like that. I wish it was a little more sparkly. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this fabric down. Let's take just a smidge more off though. Whoops. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the 25. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I think they go with the little vintage Santa very nicely. Yeah, I think that looks good. I have these cute little stockings that somebody made me too. I think I'm going to use them as a little corner tuck. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go right along the edge here. I'll go all the way up to the top. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that or not, but I am going to. I'm just going to tuck that right there and hold that down. And then I have this little tag that was made for me. I'm just going to tuck right in there. Oops. I'm going to let it dry because I just moved it. All right, there we go. There we go. So we have this cute little 4x5 journal. And you could easily just tie it up with some ribbon. And this would be an adorable gift for anybody. And it really didn't take us that long. I took way longer than I needed to on this, just because I was indecisive on the front cover. And all I did is wrap that ribbon around twice. And we have this adorable little journal. Isn't that cute? I would love to get this. And this would be a great Happy Mail. It's not really thick. It would definitely fit in a standard envelope just fine. And not cost a lot to ship to somebody. So this would be another great Happy Mail item for you to ship to somebody. I'm looking for an envelope. I had one on my desk here a few minutes ago. This one's kind of big, but you could easily slide that in there and send it. So another adorable little craft to make. And we use the same template that we used for our cocoa packs. So anyway, did anyone want to see those vintage earrings that I picked up at the estate sale? I'd be happy to get those out and show you guys. We could ooh and ah over some pretties, or we could just call it a night and everyone can have a wonderful week. I don't mind that either, because we are at about an hour and I know it's kind of late. It's later than I normally do. So it's totally up to you guys, whatever you would like. So Amanda, I'll show you the little hot cocoa pockets we made earlier. So this is what we made earlier. So we ended up making 5 hot cocoa packets and the little journal in about an hour. And so we have some cute little gift ideas. Sorry, guys, I keep bumping that. 25. Sandy says 25. Sandy, I'm not sure what 25 is. You'd like to see the earrings? Okay, I'll grab them. Let me put these away. These off my desk because there are a lot of them. But this is what we made. Let me get some of these tools off my desk and I'll go grab those amazing earrings. You guys are going to ooh and ah over them. I know it. So I had no idea. I'll tell you. So I went to this estate sale. I'll tell you a little bit about it. And I felt really bad. It was clearly this gentleman's parents' home. And I don't know how much you guys know about estate sales, but when you have estate sales and you hire somebody to come and do it, the family's not supposed to be there. And it's for a variety of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is just because people get sentimental towards items. And, when you hire a company, you're trusting that they will get the best price you possibly can for the items. And I really, 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 she had some beautiful, so she shopped at Jacobson's. I don't know how many of you know what Jacobson's is, but this woman had all kinds of amazing things from Jacobson's. And Jacobson's was kind of like a Nordstrom's in the 40s and 50s. And so she just had some gorgeous stuff, gorgeous clothing. I wanted to buy the clothing, and she had a beautiful wedding dress. So I only go to estate sales when they are half off day, or if they're less than that, because I figure if I can't get it for half off, I don't want them. And so anyway, to make a long story short, we were there and the son was there and his grandson. And if any of you know, like, people try to negotiate things all the time, and they just really, for me, like, that's why I don't have garage sales, because I don't like people to negotiate with me. So anyway, this entire bin, I don't know if you can see, actually, it'd be better off to measure it. So this bin was sitting there in the corner, and the son was very upset. It's about 14 inches long by 3.5 inches deep, and 7 inches wide. So it's a pretty hefty tote. So anyway, the son was there, and people were like trying to negotiate, and the auctioneers were selling, or the estate sale people were selling things way too cheap. I believe, according to this guy, the son. And so he was very frustrated, and this was sitting there, and there was a bunch of stuff piled up on it. Well, at first I thought it was all broken jewelry. So I was like looking at it and looking at it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, these are like vintage earrings. And these vintage earrings would be so cool to cut off. My original thought was, now mind you, they're all mixed up in here. They're not paired up at all. And I'm like, these would be really cool to cut these off and use these on the fronts of our journals. So I'm like, okay. So I can't tell you what I paid for them. But they were trying to sell them by the pair. You had to dig through them. They had no idea how many pairs were in there. I asked the lady, I said, how many pairs are in there? Do you know if all the pairs are there? It was all jumbled up. The son was upset. He was like mad because people were saying, wanting other things. And so he's like, I don't even care about those. And I said, well, can I just buy the whole bin? He said, yes, you can. And so he let me buy the whole bin. Look at these, you guys. And these said $10 on them. I don't know where that $10 came from, but these are very old. They have the gorgeous screw back. And so I was like, okay, so I bought the whole bin. So I come out walking with this bin of mixed up jewelry, and my husband's shaking his head. He's like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you just bought all those. What are you going to do with them? And he's also saying to me, how much did you pay for them? And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. And so anyway, and I was debating on like so these have freshwater pearls. So I was debating on how to package them, and maybe you guys have some ideas. Because once I got them home and realized how nice, high quality these were, I was afraid to start cutting them up. Look at these. And then I started looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so back again. And look at them. So there are over 130 pairs in here. Some of them have the original prices on them. They're absolutely gorgeous. So I took these earrings. Look at these. I have to show you these. Oh my gosh. These are so the 80s, aren't they? Look at them. But I originally saw these and I was thinking these would be so cool for boho journals to put on the front. I mean, couldn't you totally see that on the front of a journal? I just think that would be clearly not a Christmas journal, but let me get something. But I was thinking, oh, those would be so cool. Just snap the backs off of them. And so anyway, I have all of these earrings. And then I took them to work to share them, to just show my ladies. And oh, you guys, these are all sterling silver. So the son really had no idea what he was giving away. These have stones in them of some sort. I'm sure they're gemstones. These right here, these are all sterling. Yeah, I think they're so beautiful too. I just don't really know. And this was another reason. This was a piece that I wanted. I saw these and I'm like, oh, these would be great for a boho journal. So here, look at these earrings. But this lady must have, I mean, she must have been dressed to the T. Look at those. So my other thought originally was to pull all these backs off and use these to put magnets on the back so you could have magnets. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know whether I should just go ahead and craft with them. Do you think our crafters would be as interested in these as I am? I mean, look at these from the 80s. You guys, these are back in style right now, big time. Do you remember these? They're so funny. So I don't know what to do. So anyway, I took them to work, and my colleague, she was like, "Oh my gosh, Rachel," she's like, there's way more in there. I didn't even look at them, you guys. Look at these emerald ones. Aren't those gorgeous? She's like, "We need to just see how many pairs there are." I said, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, let's pair them up." So we paired them up. There was over 100 pairs. Look at these. These are hand painted. Sorry. Aren't those gorgeous? So anyway, I'm totally looking for, look at these. I thought, oh my gosh, those would be gorgeous for prom or for homecoming or a wedding. Look at that. They're Aurora Borealis crystals. Aren't those beautiful? So I'm looking for some suggestions. Like, what do you think? Should I try to get these in my shop before Christmas? Do you think people would be interested in them? I don't even know. I love these. I've actually wore these and got so many compliments on them. Those are beautiful. And it's just the only thing I'm worried about is they were all clip back, which is why when I bought them, I was like, oh, I'll just, cut all the clip backs off of them and use them in crafting. Look at these. These are very unique too. They're like a shell, but they're very, very old. They have the old screw backs on them. And I'm pretty sure those are sterling screw backs. They're just very unique. So I don't know. Do you think I should try to get them in my shop for Christmas? You think anybody would be interested in them, or you think I just am the only one? Look at these. These are unique too, and they have like a rhinestone in them. So yeah, there's all kinds. I mean, we could spend all night here. I'm sure you guys are probably like, all right, Rachel, enough with the earrings. But I have all of these, and I just love them. And I have had them for about, oh, these are cool too. These are glass. They're like a ceramic glass. And originally I thought they were broke over here, but they're not. That's how they are. They're abstract. They're supposed to be that way. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Amanda. The only problem is you have to list them all separately. And for those of you that have Etsy shops, it just takes a lot of time to list. And I don't mind, but I'm just, you have to pay for each listing. And I want to be able to give these to you guys. If those of you who are interested, I want you to be able to get a good deal on them. I don't want to feel like I have to, I don't know. I'm struggling because I want to give you guys a great deal on them. But I mean, even these, so I took these and I put them over my pocket of my jackets and made them like brooches. But another lady told me that you could clip these on your shoes and use them like shoe clips. And so I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. And then there was this beautiful pin. Look at this gorgeous pin that was in there too. I love that. So anyway, I just wanted to share. I've kind of been hanging on to these for a while because, to be honest with you, I didn't really want to get rid of them. But there's no way in my lifetime I'm going to be able to use all of these. So anyway, thanks for watching and thanks for enjoying them as much as I did. And you might just see these in my shop. Maybe I can try. Oh, I want to show you another pair in here. I'm going to figure out where the matches are to those two. This was the other one that I thought was so boho-ish. So there was like one of each of those hanging on top. Look at this one. Is that not cool or what? I don't know. I just love that. Send them to you, Lisa. I know. They're just so cool. My husband was like, he just shakes his head at me. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" But I mean, in these, I'm very interested in these because they have a very interesting setting and they're heavy, you guys. They're extremely heavy. Um, so one of the reasons why I haven't really done anything with them is because I feel like I need that. I need to go to a vintage jeweler and have them look at them because I don't know. These, like, I'm thinking some of these might be worth more money than I think they are. Um, I don't know anything about jewelry, you guys. I know a lot about a lot of things, fabric, quilting supplies, um, junk journal supplies, and I know a lot about vintage. Um, these are cool too. Other vintage items, but I do not have any experience in vintage jewelry. Look at these. So my original thought, so what I was telling you guys is, these, I don't know if you can see it, whatever the tops of these things are on your clipboards. So my thought was originally to take the backs off of these and decorate those or decorate different things. That's what I bought them for when I thought that they were all mismatched earrings until I actually sorted them and realized, oh, these are not mix matched. So if any of you can point me into the right direction of someone who knows something about vintage earrings. I mean, she even had hoops that were clip on. I would love to know. These are old too. These are definitely from the 30s as well. They're pearl. But I would love, love, love to get someone to help me out with these. Because I'd like to pull out the ones that are worth something, and then I'd like to be able to give the rest of them to my junk journalers or my junk journal friends. Look at these. Those gorgeous. I was thinking, Amanda, that was kind of, I was wondering what you guys thought about them. If you like them, I was going to do them on my last live sale, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if they would think these are as cool as I think they are. But I'm glad to hear that you guys do like them. Look at these orange ones. Oh, I just think they'd be gorgeous to make brooches and other things out of. I know. That's what I was thinking, Barbara, but I don't know who to even go to. I need to reach out to some people and figure out, like, what to do because I know nothing about them. Yeah, these definitely to me look like they're definitely antique, and I think they're worth something. But these other ones, yeah. So eventually, just wanted to let you guys know, these will be coming out soon. And if I put them in my Etsy store, I'm probably going to put them in lots just because listing them individually is just, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But anyway, those are fun. Just wanted to share those with you. I hope you liked them as much as I did. And look for these soon because I need to get them. I need to just get some of these things out of my storeroom. If you guys saw my office right now, yeah, you would not be impressed. The next thing I'll be doing sometime this week for those of you who are interested, so keep watching, because I'm going to do some boho beads, and I'm going to have boho bead kit for sale as a Black Friday gift or Black Friday sale. So we're going to make some boho beads that are going to look like this. And then those amazing beads, if you haven't made these yet, I've been collecting tons and tons of gorgeous pieces for you guys. And it's time to make these, and I will have the kits for sale. They're going to be a Black Friday sale. So I will try to do these this week. But maybe I'll wait until Saturday. We'll see. If you're interested in the bead kits, and learning how to make these beads, leave me a message and I will make sure that I email you and let you know when that's going to take place. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy Thanksgiving. I may or may not talk to you before then, but I will for sure be on in the evening, probably um, the Friday after Thanksgiving. And if not, it will be for sure Saturday. And I will have some bead kits and some other things for sale in my shop. So kind of check that out. So I hope everybody has a great day, great week, and have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye.